Hello everyone, Charles here with Slick Trade, and in this video I'm going to cover our market commentary for the upcoming week. First of all, I've been having some problems with my internet this morning, either the internet or our provider for the website hosting, but either way, if there are some issues with the video, I apologize in advance. So, for the upcoming week, this chart is the New Zealand dollar, and this is the 4-hour time frame. Now, last week, this marks where we started. We had our new defined range here, and we broke to the upside first. Okay, now this reached a potential of 77 pips. However, first we broke here and we came back down to the lower portion of our new defined range. So you may have gotten 25 pips out of that. It really kind of depends. I am going to mark this as 0 though, because I think that's 0. I think that if you guys do trade this where you've got your stop, excuse me, where you break above and then you move your move to trail stop, move your stop loss, then you would have broke even on this instead of gaining that initial 25 pips. So if you happen to get the 25 or up to the 74 or 77, then awesome and way to go. All right. So as far as the upcoming week, we really honestly, we're back into that same defined range. We're experiencing consolidation. If you look back to February and January, this is definitely a main consolidation range here. Okay. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm looking at the same pretty much range. Let me see. It's a 35 pip range. That's really what we're looking at. It really hasn't changed. That's about it on that one. Grabbing a screenshot for you guys. As far as the daily is concerned, we did break to the upside and candle body held last week of this new defined range here. We moved up about 46 pips. So let's keep that as 25, because if you trade this at around the 25 pip increments, as far as you take profits and such, then versus previous support resistance, then that is what you would have gained. We're kind of in the same boat, same defined range. Just move that. Aussie dollar, 4-hour time frame. Here was our release last week. Price broke to the downside. Then moved up about 34 pips. That'd be 25 as far as results are concerned. And if you're someone that trades both sides, then you could have gained from both sides. That is not what I recommend, but everyone trades a little bit differently. Now this defined range, I am going to change. We're going to bring it to the lower portion of this zone here. Price has pushed above and then back below our whole moving average, 250 here. As far as the trend writer is concerned, it's showing a short, but as you can see, if you just ignore all indicators, we are, just like the New Zealand dollar, in a consolidation period. We see it here, we see it here, we see it here, we see it here. Okay, so that's where we're at right now. I am going to bring this down closer to these candle bodies. Just make sure. Yeah. So this lines up pretty nice right here. So here is our new defined range for the upcoming week. Slower portion here. Okay. Hopefully this saves. Like I said, I've been having issues all morning, but I wanted to at least try and get a video out to you guys. Oh, looks like it's going to be temperamental. It's alright. Keep going for now. Oops. Maybe. There we go. Grab a screenshot of that. And then Aussie dollar on the daily. There we go. Last week we were right in here. This was our mid-range here. This was our zone here. We have stayed within that zone. Not much has changed. Okay, we're in a consolidation period. If we zoom out and you look, we are indeed in a long trend, but looking at what price has been doing since mid-December, we're definitely kind of in that range, okay, of here. And since beginning of February, you know, we've broke down and we are in a tighter consolidation point here, with the upper being 0.78272 and the lower being 0.76622. I think 766,327. There we go. Kind of hard to see because those are overlapping. So we'll just see what happens. Okay, price, you know, I think I said this last week, you know, had broke below our whole moving average here. We've got our trend line here. You know, it broke below that right around the same time as that whole moving average. And you know, we had a retracement back up, but we haven't pushed up and created a new high for that continuation of the long trend. So we'll see. You know, if we break either point to that range, then we'll have a better idea on what is happening with price. As far as results are concerned from last week, we didn't break anything. Okay, so that's just going to be 0. And I'm going to grab a screenshot. I'll actually move this over here. There we go. Now I'll grab a screenshot. Okay. The dollar franc. This was last week here. We broke to the downside. We had a real nice clean break on this. Overall, we are in a long trend on the 4-hour, but we are in that consolidation period. You can see right here, okay? This being the upper, this being the lower, okay? So price moved up about 65 pips. Oops, if I did the right thing here. So that gives us 50 as far as results are concerned. And then it headed right back up into that range. Hasn't changed much. So we are going to bring this down just a little bit tighter right here. And since we have this support here, you can kind of see here, 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 and here. Okay, we're experiencing a little bit of resistance. So we've got a couple new levels here. You see. Doesn't like it's gonna save this for me. It's making me crazy. Alrighty. And I have a screenshot for you guys there. As far as the daily is concerned for the dollar franc, last week I said that we're in an overall long trend, which is still the case. Okay. Maybe entering a deeper correction phase or a consolidation period, and that's really kind of what happened. I mean, we went into a deeper correction here. So this was where I said that, went to a deeper correction here and came back up. So at this point, we could see some consolidation in between these levels, 0.93506 and 0.92484. Okay, those are definitely our key levels right now. If you happen to get into this at all when it broke below, instead of just trading with the trend, then you could have gained about 35 pips out of that, so your initial 25 would have been hit. That's about it. Okay. You want to make sure you realize that price is in that oops. Trying to move this here. Look at that right there. Okay, here's a new trend line for us. So what I was saying is you want to realize that price is in a long trend currently. We have broke all those previous highs. It is best to buy on dips. However, if you're going to trade our breakouts, just be aware, like I had said last week, watch for that deeper correction. Deeper correction happens, you could have gained from it. However, trading against the trend is not always the best idea. Okay, so just be very cautious if you're trading against the trend, and make sure you have those roughly 25 pip increments for your take profits and your trail stops, and just watch, protect your profits. So here's a new trend line here. This is where we really broke. This broke the previous high, and then this broke the highest, where we had a deeper correction back here in September. Okay, we came back down to that, so you can see this is a pretty key level right here. So at this point, a lot can happen. I think we might really ideally go into a correction phase or a consolidation phase here, and if you look at this trend line here, we're definitely at it. We came down to it, we started going up. So at this point, we will watch and see what happens. Overall though, we're looking at long trend. Okay, as far as this is concerned, this is a long trend overall. We already entered that deeper correction phase, like I said, but we might be entering a consolidation period at this point. Okay, we've got the same key levels though, and then that's about it. I think I grabbed a screenshot of this. I just want to make sure. 25. There we go. Yep. Okay. So moving on to the euro dollar. Excuse me. Last week we broke below and then above our new defined range. If you stick to just the rules here of trading the one side, then it went up about 41. And then if you stayed in it for some reason, 51 pips. As far as that's concerned for results, I would say 25, and that's it. Okay. Price is definitely in a bit of a consolidation period here. Okay, you can see that pretty clearly. As far as support is concerned, I'd say the lower portion of our new defined range would be here, and the upper would be, it'd be right about there. So we've got this point, here, here, and here. So this really is our new defined range. Does it fit our 50 pip mark? Yep, stays within. It's 37. So here is our new defined range for, oh yeah, it's not gonna save for me. Euro dollar. Okay. Right there. So that's what we're looking at for our new defined range on the 4 hour. Euro dollar daily. All right. Last week we stayed within this range, our new defined range here, or new key levels. Previously, that lower key level had broke. We gained about 25 pips. I said currently entering a potential consolidation period or correction phase. If you take a look at this, it looks like we are in consolidation phase. And consolidation period. And our key levels really just stay the same. Okay, we are in an overall long trend. We wouldn't have gained anything last week because nothing broke last week. Okay, we've been headed up for quite a while here. We are in the lower side of this trend here, this trend line here. Just broke below here. You can see price hit all the way down. So that would definitely lead to that consolidation point or consolidation period. We did break the previous highs, started to create lower highs and lower lows. Okay, so it looks like we're, in a short, but still technically, like, we're real close. And still technically we are in that deeper correction phase or consolidation period. Once price breaks below, as you can see, like right here with our trend rider, we're at it, once we actually break below that, I'd say probably around these levels here, then we will be indeed in a short trend. Okay, that's what it's pushing for, but we like to be patient and gain what we can each week by sticking to our trading plan. Okay, so the GU. We're still in that overall long trend. Price did break below that trend line right here on this last candle. This is the daily time frame, please keep in mind. Nothing was gained last week because we really didn't. Oh, wait, hold on. 1.39. So you may have gotten into this. If you did, then you would still be in it. So nothing has been gained, nothing has been lost. And it kind of depends on this candle right here, okay? I mean, it moved up a bit. Well, I guess actually it moved up a little more than I thought, but let's see if it hit our first. If it hit our first 25, I did not take this trade. Yeah, it went up 43 pips. So actually, technically, that'd be the 25. But it did not hit or take profits here. Okay. So we'll see. We'll see what the market delivers. We're definitely in that consolidation period. We've got same key levels as last week. It's no different. If you're not trading with the trend, make sure that you are, like I said, setting those take profits, trailing your stop, protecting your profit. It's very important. Okay. So for the upcoming week, still overall long trade, long trend. Currently we're in that correction. This is, yeah, potential consolidation. We are probably in it from what I can see. And that is about it. Okay. As far as these, they really didn't do a whole lot. And that. Oops. Check and see here. So we were right here. Bam. Right there. Came down. Not much happened. We're in that consolidation period. These are our mirrored charts of euro, dollar, and dollar franc, in case if this is new to you or you haven't watched the market commentary previously. Not much happened. Kind of a boring week, filled with a lot of consolidation, but was still with the potential to gain if you're doing small increments at a time. Let's see, that was there. Okay. So if you got into this, I guess, I mean, that moved a bit into your favor here. 43 pips. So, I mean, that's still a nice gain. 43, then you'd be looking at about like 25 plus. Pips there, black, okay. And euro dollar, I mean, it 311, 312, so right here. Okay, so it broke up here, but I mean, such a small amount. It only moved like 15 pips. We're in that consolidation. We need to wait for some bigger moves to happen. That one's real close there. So we'll wait and see. I'm not going to do anything new on these ones. They're pretty much the same. You know, they didn't move a whole lot. I'll still grab a screenshot for you guys, so at least you have an update here. Actually, I should do this. Maybe, if it lets me. Let's do that. Okay, so here, just grab the dollar franc here. Okay, so that's about it. You guys have a good one, and I will see you in the room. All right?